Hi folks, it's David back again with another video. Welcome back to Verse by Shape. Tonight's Friday the 13th. If you want to know where I am, I'm at a Love's truck stop south of St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm here. It's been a while since I made a video, and I just wanted to make one of my weird videos, and I make a lot of weird videos just to get things off my chest, you know, clear out the basement. And I got a lot of such weird videos coming up, so like and subscribe. This one is going to be about the Zeg. Yeah, Rachel Zegler. This is one that I've been thinking about making for a while now because of this nagging guilty conscience that I have about the whole Rachel Zegler controversial remarks, putting her foot in her mouth, costing Disney $250 million, $1 billion, whatever, exorbitant amount of money that she is said to have cost her employers with the Snow White remake, that the live action remake that nobody really asked for, that I could imagine. Anyways, what am I feeling guilty about regarding Rachel Zegler? It's this. I jumped on the bandwagon with the bash Rachel Zegler bandwagon, and even though she said things that I wouldn't have said, and even if you think, well, she wasn't wrong when she said whatever, she could have said it differently, on and on it goes. She became this insufferable, arrogant person. And she did so publicly, and she did so without care of what it was going to cost the people she was working with to go out there and say the things that she said. And in particular, I need to apologize. Yes, I'm sincere in this. I'm completely sincere in this. Apologize for the Zeg, because I blame myself for starting that. I really do. I have no subscribe, or almost no subscribers. I'm a virtual unknown on YouTube and in the real world. But I still blame myself for starting that little phrasing, the Zeg, because I foolhardily, just without thought, made a comment in a super chat on Mr. H Review's live stream when he did his live streams with him and Culture and I think it was Bo, and I referred to her that way as the Zeg, and yeah, I did that.
We'll move on from this now. We've got some super chats here, which we'll get to. So we've got one from Verse by Shape. It says, thanks for the show. If the Zeg had never said the thing she said. Love that, the Zeg. Love that, the Zeg. Never said the things she said. How different do you think things would be looking for Snow White movie? I still think they would be pretty bad, to be honest.
Me too.
You know, like, she's not, regardless of whether she said the things she said or not, she's still not a particularly pleasant individual anyway. Also, she's a Latina. People have an issue with that, and it's a justified issue, quite frankly. And she is the type of person that actually her mannerisms are irritating, right? And I know that sounds like really nitpicky, but it is the truth. Even her mannerisms are irritating. So whether she said anything derogatory about Snow White, she said things previously that were irritating. So it's just it's a culmination of stuff that I think still would have happened.
I honestly think you're right, because I think that the vast majority of people probably aren't even aware of the things that she said. Like, you know, my friends who have young daughters who have no interest in this movie, they have no idea who Rachel Zegler is. They just see this movie and they think it looks stupid and it doesn't look like Snow White, and they're like, I don't want to see it.
And the dwarf.
So it would have happened regardless. Oh, it's terrifying.
Nightmare fuel. So yeah, there's them as well. Like, no, this is all bad. All bad.
See, I did that, and well, after that, Mr. H Reviews in one of his videos, he just pressed it. He just started using the Zeg every time he would talk about Rachel Zegler, it wasn't Rachel Zegler anymore. It was the Zeg. So, yeah, I thought about that and thought about how I just don't feel right about it. I don't feel right about it at all. And because I would watch some of his videos, and he made so many, and he got so many views talking about the Zeg, because everybody was bashing Rachel Zegler because she seemed like such a person that you needed to hate and dislike and make videos about. And for the moment, actually for several months, in fact, every time she publicly comes into the limelight or whatever with some new thing she said, even if it's I wish I hadn't said the things I said, she still gets hammered. And so, yeah, she was just the person you love to hate for a while. And I regret saying the Zeg, because I feel like I'm partially responsible for that now. You know, that it just doesn't seem like it's completely right. Like it's not right somehow, because she is quite young and inexperienced. And you might say, well, she's of age, and she's out there putting her foot in her mouth and saying a lot of dumb junk. Fair enough. Can't disagree with you there. It was just the amount of backlash that she got for the things that she said, and how it didn't seem like it was ever going to end. It started to eat at me, and this has been like a year, almost a year now since this happened. But like I said, when I procrastinate and I don't make a video, I procrastinate and I don't make a video, even though I think about it. So I'm finally doing this. I'm finally making this video where I say, I'm sorry about the Zeg. I wish I hadn't said the Zeg, because, well, it just doesn't seem right now. And what else was I going to say about this? Oh, yeah. Something that made me feel, and before you think I'm getting a little carried away here, I'm just completely sincere in this. I'm completely sincere in this. I'm serious as a heart attack. I felt kind of sorry for her at one point, because when that movie came out, I didn't watch it. I was never going to watch it. But I remember that video because, like I said, everything that was being said about her during that time last year, I was still watching a lot of the pop culture related news channels, and they would play the stuff that anything that had to do with her, and then they would slam her for it and make fun of her and say, oh, look at this idiot again, she just won't stop. There was one, I think it must have been something she shared to Instagram that was going around, and I you know what, I'm going to try and find it and put it on here. Look at her face. Again, I haven't seen this in months, but I just remember this, and it just struck me. I'm like, whoa, I might have messed up here. Why? Because it's like when you make fun of somebody who and you regret it because you realize, oh, they might have a serious issue. What in the world am I talking about? I'm talking about this video. Again, I'll put it up. I'll make it a part of this video. Like, look at her face. It had to do with, it's like she didn't know what to do. And she was with her own family. It was, if I remember correctly, it was at the premiere of the movie, which was not doing well. Snow White and the CGI monstrosities. The 7 CGI monstrosities. Again, I didn't see the movie, but I remember seeing that clip where she was like sitting in a movie theater seat with her family, like mom, aunt, mother, father, whoever they were, 4 or 5 relatives who came out to support the movie. They were going to the premiere or whatever. And the way she looked in the camera, and she did something with her face that it just seemed so awkward to me that she didn't know whether to go deadpan or smile or laugh or what to do. There was just something. Maybe I'll try and find more than one clip, because I just remember this, that there was something that she did, and it was like so odd and so out of place that I thought to myself, she's just genuinely having trouble processing things in the moment. And I thought, well, you know what, if she's, I'm not saying she's mentally challenged or anything. No jokes in the comment. I'm serious. I'm serious. It made me think that, whereas I know in my social awkwardness, I've chosen in my life to just shut up. The less people hear out of me, the less they'll know how little I understand about things. Like that proverb says, that even the fool can be counted wise if you just be quiet and don't speak. Well, she can't help it. She's on late night talk shows saying how I'm a narcissist, that kind of junk. Well, I'm just telling you, she did something that made me think maybe she can't help it, even though she can, and I know that. It was a twitch. I'm serious. I'll put it in, and you'll see it in the video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to edit it into this where you'll see what I'm talking about. She did something more than once, I think, that made me think it was almost like Hillary Clinton and the lights and that one thing. And I thought, you know what? If she's someone who actually has something that she honestly doesn't realize maybe what's appropriate in that moment, and especially if she's got the no filter syndrome where she just says stuff, maybe, just maybe, she did fall into a loop. Maybe, I'm not saying this for sure, maybe she fell into a loop of being so young, being so inexperienced, and having so much, I'm not even going to say thrown at her, given to her, big movie roles, and being artificially put out there, because she was. This was not some organic thing. She was going to be the next Latino whatever, big time starlet, and it didn't really pan out. She just did something that made me think, you know what? I think she actually has an actual problem. Whether she's manufactured it along the way and it's a problem, or that she's having trouble overcoming, or whether she's just an insufferable person like everybody says, it's still a problem. And she's it was just a weird twitch. It was just a weird thing, I'm telling you, a weird thing that made me think, you know what? It just made me think in my conscience, you know what? This isn't the kind of person that I should be joining in with the ha-ha, look at what so-and-so saying now, a know-nothing, know-it-all, look at how she's ruining herself. I actually felt, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be saying anything, because what she just did, in that, not knowing what in the world to do, even around her family in that video, is this real or is it fake? It's like she didn't even know at that moment or what to do. You'll see, hopefully, and I'm going to end it there as far as talking about that clip. I'm just saying, I regret jumping on the we hate Rachel Zegler bandwagon. And I just wanted to say that. And now that I've given that absolutely useless bit of information to you all, I'm going to say goodnight. And hope you all do well wherever you are. Hopefully you're not in Iran or Israel right now. And just wish you the best. I finally got this off my chest. The video will be made, and I'm going to upload it. So yeah, thanks for listening to me in my weird video, folks. More weird videos about weird topics coming right up. Please like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.
No pressure at all. I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. I got to wear the dress. That's pretty fun. I got to work with cool people and sing beautiful music, and that's really all I want to do in life, so I had a great time. Weird. 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 Weird.
Please.
For which movie?